Hi guys. So I want to talk about my teeth for a moment because teeth are important to your overall health. And I want to say a couple things. First, I want to point out my canines. See look how sharp those are. Look at that. You see that here? Ooh, look at that one right there. Yeah. You're going, what the fuck? Well, calm down. I also want to point out the stain right here. Like, ooh, look at that. Yeah. I just want to say that, if I was able to afford better dental hygiene, I would be getting cleanings every 3 months. So you wouldn't see those, but I imagine that as time goes on, you'll see that stain getting spreading and getting darker and darker. It'll be great, great. But I also want to talk about these canines. And I don't know why I want to talk about those, because I had a friend. Well, he wasn't a friend. He was more like someone who was in the same physical area as I was. And he was a sniper in Afghanistan. And along his side of his side, when he had his shirt off, which was most of the time, he had to sing these lyrics from this song, which talked about how, basically, I don't remember the lyrics, okay, but the message was, if you turn to another force or another person or another man to defend you in place of you defending yourself, you're a coward. And he could say that with some authority, I suppose, or he used, the idea that he was in Afghanistan as a sniper, and apparently one of the top-ranking generals' bodyguards, as this idea that somehow that meant something. You see, that was important, that he was out there defending America with his own life. But if you got to know him a little while, he just thought the whole thing was chill, and he didn't really think of it as a sacrifice, but that's another story. But anyway, so that's what he had tattooed on him. And one day we were just, sitting around together. I think we were, I don't know, we were drinking or smoking or something, and we were talking about dental stuff, and he just happened to say, this is someone who got huge gauges in his ears, and he make you watch while you put them in. I'm going to put in this larger one now. You want to throw up right then and there, but whatever, I'm tolerant. And so anyway, we were talking about our dental work and stuff, because he had a molar in his back tooth that had actually rotted through because he hadn't had any dental care. And so when you shine the flashlight in his mouth, you could actually see into his tooth. And he just wanted to get it yanked out, but then the dentist he was seeing, she got onto some sort of a mama trip and said that she couldn't possibly just rip out his tooth, and so she refused to do it. So now he was just leaving it there because he wanted to save the money to get a new car, a really fancy car, one that would impress the babes, and so he just left his mouth to rot. And, saying, well, that's trippo, sort of opposite what I've done. I've spent a lot of my money and resources trying to keep good dental hygiene because I don't want to suffer. And he was like, suffer schmuffer. And so, anyway, we were talking, and he says, oh, and I see, did you ever have any, the gum work or the, the stuff, like the orthodonture or whatever it is? And I said, no. He says, well, when I was a kid, I had really pronounced canines. I mean, your canines are just, average, but mine were really pronounced. I mean, I was like, I said, oh. And so at the advice of my dentist, my mom ordered them filed down. And so they actually filed my teeth down, until they were flat like the rest of the teeth. And I said, seriously? He says, yeah, because, it's scary. Of course, that's the way they're naturally supposed to be. But no, they were filed down so I wouldn't frighten people. I just want to say something, okay? What does it mean when we live in a society where we're frightened by people's canines?